We got a shocker. We have a shocker.
What's that?
This next subject, two people that don't normally agree, gonna agree. FJB, over to you.
Yes, sir. Who is the WNBA Rookie of the Year? That's the question of the hour. According to FanDuel, Caitlin Clark is the heavy favorite right now. I think last I saw, Caitlin Clark was about minus 350. So for you betting folks out or non-betting folks out there that don't know, that means you would have to bet $350 to win 100. So she's a heavy favorite. Angel Reese still lagging behind at plus 225. That means if you bet 100, you win $225. So with that being said, we took a look. We did all our sourcing of information. Angel Reese has stepped her game up. Angel Reese has stepped her game up so gracefully, both her and Caitlin Clark. Shout out to the both of them for, just advancing and seizing the opportunity, getting better each and every game. And it's super noticeable. Caitlin Clark out there averaging 16, 7.5 assists, 6 rebounds. Angel Reese, 14 points, almost 12 rebounds a game and 2 assists. Like, these girls, these young ladies do not look like rookies. They both made the WNBA All-Star game. I love that wrinkle of WNBA All-Stars going up against Team USA. They might get smashed in that game depending on the level of competition, but it's going to be fun. But of course, fellas, the question of the hour is, who do we have as the Rookie of the Year? I myself still have Caitlin Clark front running. I do not agree with FanDuel on those odds, though. I think it's way closer than they expect it to be. However, Caitlin Clark is just relied on to do so much for her team. She is the point guard. She brings the ball up. She's the focal point of almost every offensive possession. She's setting teammates up. Earlier in the year, we talked about Caitlin Clark and her averaging high turnovers and her having to, polish that part of her game. And then you look at the tape and it's like bounce pass to the middle and the ball's being fumbled out of bounds. So we can't give her praise for the ones that do finish and then say she got to do better when her teammates can't catch the ball. She's still out there getting 6 rebounds a game. She just became the first rookie in WNBA history with a triple-double in the WNBA competition. And so said, so done. Angel Reese on the other side of that is also breaking records, breaking Candace Parker's former 12 double-doubles in a row WNBA record. And Angel Reese has hit 13, well on her way, probably getting 14. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. Her second jump, she's just a monster. So maneuvers, I'm going to come to you first. Pause. Who do you have so far as Rookie of the Year?
Well, you know what? It's with great honor and great pleasure. I'm going to just say who it is. And I'll turn it over to my compadre, my cohort, my partner in crime to give all the great details for all you people who agree with FJB and his crazy Caitlin Clark hype beast followers who believe she's going to be WNBA.
Oh,
we all know.
You got stream beef.
We all know that Angel Reese is the most consistent, most well-rounded rookie right now. The game in and game out. The Rookie of the Year, Angel Reese. Go ahead, sir.
Now, I wouldn't agree with her being the most all-rounded, but I will say that her game has translated. Her game, hold on, let me clean it up, right? I would say that her game has translated best to the physicality of the game and her being able to adjust to the play within the WNBA and be as effective as she is on the boards. I mean, she's effectively bullying, women that have been on these WNBA team, vets that have been on teams for forever and ever. You know what I'm saying? So I like her consistency. I like the dog in her. I mean, I don't necessarily, and I've been well documented saying I don't necessarily love her game, but real recognized real.
That's why that's why I'm letting you do the talking, because you've been her number one critic. So go ahead.
I have, but like I said,
he's crossed over.
I can give props when props are due. You know what I mean? Like when you watch her play, she has that dog in her. She likes physical play. You know what I mean? And
they let her shoot threes now. It
don't look great, but
went in.
it goes in, baby. You know what I mean?
She's been working on that. If she hitting those, it's Chris Bosh. It's over.
Yeah, you know, and when she's on the block, she's at home. You know what I mean? But conversely,
averaging double-double. She's not just doing it. That's her average. It's a double-double.
Yeah, but you also have to tip your hat to Caitlin in the same breath that even though Angel Reese is my pick for Rookie of the Year thus far, you still have to tip your hat to Caitlin Clark, who has to do more because she has less around her. You know what I mean? The turnovers, like FJB said, you know, that's a product of having the ball in your hands that for the entire game and having to make the right decision and not having the personnel to be able to make you look the way that you're supposed to when you're making great plays. But you know, shout to her because, you know, she's shooting well from the field. She's on the board. She's averaging 6 boards a game, and she's also giving you the moniker of making her teammates better. You know what I'm saying? She's literally making that team better. They just finished beating the Liberty this weekend in a comeback in the fourth quarter, which was spurred by her play. You know what I mean? In the triple double. So I mean, either way that you go, you wouldn't be wrong because both young ladies are playing excellent basketball. But in the tight one, I would definitely have to say Angel Reese is my pick.
What y'all sipping on tonight? Why y'all agreeing? I don't like that.
Listen, you know, it's the double doubles, man. You know what I'm saying? The consecutive double doubles and being on the court and staying out of foul trouble while still being a physical player. That's tough to do in the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy thing, and not to take away from Caitlin Clark's thunder. I mean, I just feel like staying out of foul trouble and being a walk-in double-double, still playing great defense, because defense starts on the defensive rebounding end, right? And she's committed to that. She's been awesome, man.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What's going on with Aaliyah Boston?
I don't know.
I feel like she's just taking time. She's been playing well as of late. She's stretched her shot out 18 feet. She's been taking a couple threes in the last couple games. I feel like it just took time for her to get used to being in that offense with Caitlin, understanding where her spots are, understanding where her shots are going to come from. But now she's just seeing like as long as she gets that advantage in the post or she's going across the middle, Caitlin is going to find her. Like the past couple games, I'm watching Caitlin literally just diamond everything, just bounce pass, like clean bounce pass in the paint. Aaliyah Boston just getting it and finishing. So I think it just took time for her to get used to the new setup. And, you know, as we know, WNBA season isn't that long, you know, before we get to the playoffs. So, you know, even more so in the WNBA than the NBA, it would just take some time for them to gel, get that chemistry together.
So that leads to my next question. Did Caitlin Clark make the players around her better? Or she just
absolutely.
Oh, okay.
We see the Caitlin effect.
Aaliyah Boston.
Very, very similar to Stephen Curry. Very similar.
Aaliyah Boston is having a down year in comparison. Just saying.
I mean, they also got one more win than the Chicago Sky at this point. So, you know,
I mean, it's a transition to power, man. You know, not having the ball in the spot you would prefer versus being set up by someone else.
You know,
yeah,
going to Caitlin now. So,
hey, you on my side.
I mean,
one time.
Listen,
come on.
Listen, my G, that ship has sailed. Okay, I'm back on the side where I belong. Okay, so
There you go. Look, y'all even got on opposite colors. Y'all, you know what I'm saying?
No, we're not gonna talk about that.
Kendrick brought us together. You heard?
Yeah, we like this, bro.